Well shit, I was not expecting to have this much fun with Ebirah, but here we are. This is the first Toho movie since Raids Again that wasn't directed by Ishiro Honda, and I was trepidatious going in because I wasn't so hot on the last time the directors were shifted up. But I had a lot of fun here. There's very little subtext behind any of it in the way that there might be in a Honda production, but that doesn't matter because it's still a fun time nonetheless. This movie is very much riding on the coattails of the popularity of the Bond franchise, and it lifts that rompy tone wholesale here, which is just a lot of fun. The central kind of antagonists are a bunch of just secret people in a secret island base doing maniacal things, and it's a lot of fun, and I liked seeing it and watching it. I'm also tempted to say that this is the best that a Godzilla film has looked thus far. For one, the colours just really pop and look nice, and for two, under Fukuda's direction, the camera work is really dynamic and exciting. For example, we get some fun low-angle shots of the villains, as well as some kind of neat dolly shots throughout. It's all just quite dynamic and exciting, and different than what we've seen before. Similarly, the editing is fast-paced and really helps the film feel alive. Whilst yes, this is a film with a really constricted budget, something I will talk about in just a second, a lot of the effects work is stellar here. The inciting incident with Ebirah and the yacht in the storm looks really, really good. And there are very few effects throughout that don't actually work for me, which is nice. Usually there's a lot of effects that, don't. Due to the massive budget constraints, we forgo the detailed cityscapes for an island setting, and whilst this may be purely for budgetary reasons, I do like it here. The location work works for me, and it's a nice change of pace to see a film set somewhere other than Japan. Obviously, those budget constraints means that the fight scenes can't be too elaborate, and they aren't here. Ebirah is nowhere near a match for Godzilla, and it's a pretty easy fight. It makes sense that this was originally meant to be a King Kong film with stuff like the rock volleyball scene. But you know what, it's all still fun. Having a fight set in the water is simply a nice change of pace, which means that I don't care too much about the fight being fairly low stakes because you know that Godzilla can't lose. The music in this is surfer rock, which you would normally expect wouldn't work, but manages to blend with every other aspect of this film to do something quite fun. As a complete side note, Mothra is in this film and still has her indigenous worshippers, but they are all transplanted to this completely new island, which is kinda weird. What's even weirder is that they recast the little beauties. I don't entirely know the reasons behind this change, but it is a massive shame considering how iconic the other two were in the roles, that it's weird to see someone else portray them. All in all, it is a surprisingly fun time, and maybe my favourite looking Godzilla film to date.
It's Godzilla. Oh.
Next up for me on my list is Gamera vs. Gauss.